Do you ever hold back from speaking your truth because you're afraid of going against the mainstream or what most people think and believe? The fear of standing apart from others can make you question yourself, dim your light, and keep you stuck in self-doubt. But today, we're going to tap it away so that you can confidently live in alignment with your truth. Hi, I'm Sandra, and I'm the author of Tapping into Abundance, using EFT tapping and the law of attraction to change your mindset and turn your life around. And I help spiritual people like you clear emotional blocks with EFT and other techniques so that you can step into your authentic power. And if you've ever felt the weight of going against mainstream beliefs or just the beliefs of the crowd around you, whether they're cultural, religious, or societal, this session is for you. Now, for a long time, I've had alternative beliefs from the mainstream and the upbringing that I had. I believe in magic, law of attraction, law of assumption. I believe that we have the right to co-create with the universe, that to do that we need to have desire, and we have the right to be able to act on that. And a lot of those beliefs there contradict a lot of religious beliefs that not only that I grew up with, but also ones that have come into the West from the East, where desire is something that's looked down on. Desire is something you shouldn't have. You should be just surrendering, and just go with the flow and not want to create your own life. Or you should leave all of that creating and decision making to a deity outside of yourself. And this never felt real for me, and it didn't feel comfortable for me, but nonetheless, I was conditioned from a very early age to believe those things. And then when I came into adulthood, a lot of the Eastern religions came into being too, with the philosophy that you can't create your own life, that you have to just surrender to whatever happens. And I didn't really gel with that either. And so even though I've practiced law of attraction, manifestation, magic, whatever you want to call it, for a long time, and I have been working within my own belief structure for a long time, I discovered that there was a subconscious belief there still that who was I to go against mainstream belief? Who was I to go against these mainstream religions that have been, have had all of these people and enlightened people and that behind them? And the truth is, a lot of the teachers that these religions emerged from weren't teaching what those religions are teaching now. They were teaching different things. People misunderstood them, and we have institutionalized a lot of these traditions and religions, and a lot of the time they've disempowered people from being able to create what they want to create. Now, there are people who do understand the original teachings, or who do understand that a lot of these teachers weren't talking about just being jellyfish in the ocean. They were actually talking about us taking back our power. But first, we had to connect with our inner God, or our God self, or our divine self first, before we could really understand that we had the ability to co-create. So I battled a lot with these beliefs that who am I to question the mainstream when it comes to spiritual beliefs or religious beliefs. You may have the same going on with political beliefs. You may have changed your ideas about things politically, socially, culturally, religion-wise from where you were in the past, but still have this subconscious programming that's telling you that you have no right to and that you can't. So we're going to tap on that in this session. But before we do, I just want to let you know that I have a masterclass called How to Heal Your Shadow Through Balancing Your Energy Centers. And in that class, I share practical ways to balance your energy, face the parts of yourself you've been hiding, and create lasting transformation so that you can stand strong in your truth, even when it goes against the crowd. You'll find the link in the description field below this video, and it's also on my website, mysterywitchschool.com, under the freebies tab. So let's start some tapping. Karate chop point, repeating after me. Even though I have these beliefs that go against the mainstream, I'm okay. Even though the way I perceive reality ideas goes against the crowd. Even though I say to myself, who am I to go against mainstream beliefs? Whether it's religious, political, cultural, subcultural, ideological, whatever they are, I'm okay. So now let's tap on the points. I say to myself, who am I to go against the mainstream beliefs? Who am I to question mainstream beliefs? Who am I to have my own ideas about things? Going against mainstream religion, or my family, going against political ideologies, like being a lone wolf. And I feel the doubt. That I'm not allowed to disagree with the mainstream. I'm not allowed to disagree with the establishment. I'm not allowed to go against the majority. I'm not allowed to go against the experts. Like I don't fit in. I'm a lone wolf. I feel the doubt. Even some loneliness. But I can't believe what I can't believe. I have to be me. What if I can go against mainstream belief and be safe at the same time? What if I can go against the mainstream beliefs, whether it's religious, political, ideological, and be safe at the same time? What if it's okay for me to live my truth, even if it disagrees with others? What if I can be my own authority and be safe at the same time? What if I can be my own authority and be safe at the same time? What if I'm allowed to go against mainstream beliefs? What if I'm allowed to go against mainstream belief? What if I'm allowed to be my own authority? What if I'm allowed to be my own authority? What if it's okay for me to go against mainstream beliefs? What if it's okay for me to be my own authority? What if I'm the kind of person who has their own authority? What if I'm the kind of person who has their own authority? Take a deep breath. And let it out. And tune into how you feel. You're reclaiming your power. You're reclaiming your own sovereignty of your own mind and your own thoughts and your own beliefs, so that you can create the life that you want to create without other people's opinions and ideas and beliefs getting in the way of that. Now, if you're serious about stepping into your own power and creating real change, don't wait. Join the Wheels of Empowerment course. When you join that course, you start building unstoppable confidence and boundaries, healthy boundaries to protect your energy. So if you've been feeling stuck or overwhelmed, now is the time to act. That's the Wheels of Empowerment course. There's a link in the description field below this video, and you can also find it on my website, mysterywitchschool.com, under my courses tab. And of course, if you want to work one-on-one with me, you can certainly do that too. I like to get to know you first, so do book a free 30-minute clarity session so that we can have a chat. You can tell me what's going on for you. You can get clarity about what is keeping you stuck and what you do need to work on. There's a link in the description field below this video for where you can book that clarity session. Now, let me know in the comments field, what's one belief that you have had to overcome in order to feel confident, in order to be your true self. If you like the video, hit the like button, share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe. I will see you on the next video.